In 2021, Kanye West legally changed his name to Ye, and ever since then, it seems like a decade worth of experiences have been piled up into half that time. After dropping Donda, Ye would go over so many highs and lows throughout his modern day career that sometimes it's hard to keep track of. But today, that's exactly what I'm doing, going over the ultimate Ye iceberg from 2022 to the present day. It is quite literally impossible for me to get every single little thing and every single minute detail of everything that's happened between 2022 to now, so if there's interest and there's enough material left over, I could potentially do a part 2 to this series. So with all that out of the way, this is the ultimate Ye iceberg. Bianca Censori. Bianca Censori is Ye's second wife. She was an architect at Yeezy and married Ye under a confidential marriage license in December 2022. She appears on the cover of Vulture's One alongside her husband. She rarely speaks in public appearances and is most well known for her risque and revealing outfits that she wears in public appearances with Ye. In early 2025, rumors spread that Bianca planned on divorcing Ye after his anti-Semitic comments and mental breakdown in February. Ye even leaked a song to DJ Academics titled Bianca, where he begs her to come back.
Bianca, I just want you to come back to me. I don't know what I did to make you mad. Bianca, I just want you to come back.
However, the two were seen together in public a short while after, and the couple is still together to this day. Vultures. Vultures is an album series consisting of the rap duo Yen Dollar, featuring Ye and Ty Dolla $ign. Ty is a longtime collaborator of Ye's, going all the way back to the Yeezus era. In 2023, Ty enlisted the help of Ye to executive produce his upcoming solo album, but after hearing the music, Ye loved it so much that he wanted to do a collab album with Ty, hence the duo creating the Vulture series. Many of the songs from Vultures 1 and 2 originated from solo Ty songs. The Vultures rollouts are known for their slow and chaotic pacing, with both albums getting delayed multiple times. Vultures 1 released on February 10, 2023. It debuted number 1 on the Billboard charts and sold 148,000 units first week. It featured Carnival, which went number 1 and the first number 1 hit Ye had since E.T. with Katy Perry. Vultures 2 released that same year in August, selling 107,000 units first week, with Vultures 2 being the first Ye album where the overall public consensus was that it was a bad album. Vultures 2 was an incomplete project upon release, with Ye promising to fix the album via updates. Over the next couple months, the album would receive mixing updates. The duo planned to release a third installment of Vultures, but after Ye's mental breakdown, the project was indefinitely scrapped, with Ty not commenting on its release.
What is your relationship like with Ye these days?
6, 7.
However, recently, Ty has stated he would be down to do a third installment of Vultures.
Will we ever get a Vultures 3, or is that dead on arrival?
Who knows, man? It ain't dead. Who knows?
So you be willing?
Yeah, why not?
Vultures 2 features the first instance of Ye using AI vocals, which is the perfect segue into our next topic. AI vocals. Ye has a recent history of using AI as a substitute for his real vocals, beginning on songs from Vultures 2 including Forever, 530, and Sky City. Despite heavy fan backlash, Ye would continue the use of AI vocals on his next project, Bully, with songs such as Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast heavily featuring AI vocals when first put on streaming services. In early 2025, Ye defended the use of AI vocals, comparing it to when he used Auto-Tune for the first time on 808s and Heartbreak.
Auto-Tune you feel like is AI as well?
Exactly. It's in the same family, except people have a more visceral reaction.
Is AI the future of music, or is it a crutch?
It's time for me to explain to people the power of AI and music. So I take a sample, and this is like a dream come true. Back in the days, you used to have to get the 24-track stems, the Motown, like the 24-track reel. It was like this, and they would tape it on a CD or tape it digitally, then you got the different parts. Right now, you could take any song and separate it. Just get the vocals, just get the bass line, the drums. Change his voice to my voice.
If you ain't sucking dick, good as you can get the fuck up on my shit.
If you ain't said it, movies you can get the fuck up on my shit.
Ye continued the trend of AI vocals on projects such as Cuck and the 2025 version of Donda 2. During the final Bully rollout, Ye's marketing team promised that no AI vocals would be present on the album. It remains to be foreseen if this is true. Donda 2. Donda 2 is a sequel to 2021's Donda that was supposed to release on February 22, 2022. The album had a massive rollout and listening party in February where Ye played most of the album in an unfinished state. Following February, the album remained unreleased, with fans begging Ye for years to release the album. The February 22, 2022 version of Donda was only available via the stem player. In 2025, Ye had a massive mental breakdown and began to take to Twitter to vent what was on his mind. It was during one of these rants where he announced he would finally be releasing Donda 2. Ye would then spend the next few weeks in a basement with the likes of Sneeko and Nick Fuentes putting the finishing touches on the album. The album was still in an unfinished state that it was left in 2022. Rather than record new vocals, Ye opted to use AI vocals to mask the mumble. When Ye released the album, he released it under the new Donda artist profile in an attempt to evade copyright. This did not work, and after working it out, Donda 2 would be released under the Ye and Kanye West artist profiles. The album sold 5,000 units first week. As it wasn't promoted, it released under a third artist label and was taken down several times. Fans criticized the album for its use of AI vocals and Ye for being lazy in his approach to the album. Burn. Burn is a track from Vultures 1. It is the first track that Ye and Ty worked on during the Vultures sessions. The song features Ye rapping in a style similar to the College Dropout and Late Registration, with the track almost not coming out. After the song leaked online in December 2023, fans pleaded to have it released and Ye eventually added Burn back into the Vultures rotation. DEFCON tweet. In October 2022, Ye would tweet that he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Instagram and Twitter restricted his accounts following the incident. InfoWars interview. In December 2022, Ye sat down with Alex Jones for an interview alongside Nick Fuentes. During the interview, Ye criticized Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, pulling out a net and a Yahoo milk carton to symbolize the leader.
I've got the perfect answer for the ADL. They are going to have to listen up. What we did is we brought Netanyahu with us.
I mean, I'm in the twilight zone right now.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye. Okay. I had no idea your voice is going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
Ye described himself as a Nazi and praised the leader of the Third Reich, while saying he loved all people, especially that leader.
You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
I see good things about Hitler also.
The backlash was almost instant, with many calling out Ye for his anti-Semitic behavior, and his partnership with Adidas was terminated. Ye eventually went into self-isolation in Japan. 2025 mental breakdown. In early 2025, Ye began to post on Twitter, professing his support for Diddy and then beginning to tweet out all his past controversies. Ye then posted that he was a Nazi and once again expressed his love for Hitler. Ye would then begin to sell merchandise on the Yeezy website, which included white supremacist memorabilia and a t-shirt with a 1930s German symbol on it. You know the one. For the next couple months, Ye would continue to fly off the rails, criticizing former collaborators such as Playboi Carti, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and others. In January 2026, Ye would apologize for his actions, citing his bipolar disorder and categorizing the events as a mental breakdown. HH. HH, or Heil Hitler, is a song released by Ye in which he praises the leader of the Third Reich. The song went semi-viral online. Ye has since taken down anything in relation to the song. Aldi meme. A lyric from Problematic off Vultures 1 went viral for no apparent reason.
Used to shop at Aldi's.
The used to shop at Aldi line has been used in short format videos as a way to replace words in a sentence with used to shop at Aldi. Bully. Bully is the latest studio album by Ye. It is produced entirely by Ye. In March 2025, Ye released the version 1 of Bully on YouTube. The album featured all AI vocals. As of recording, the album is slated to be entirely Ye, with no features on any of the songs and no features being present on the tracklist. However, Ye is known for hidden features, so that's not out of the question. Bully would be the first Ye album ever to have no features. After multiple delays, the album is set to release on March 27, 2026, with the Yeezy team promising that no AI vocals will be present on the album. A week before release, a Reddit user claimed to receive a Bully cassette early and played some of the songs. All the Love, This One Here, and Circles were played, with all 3 songs being entirely composed of AI vocals. Users questioned the validity of the cassette because although the barcode matched, the track list was upside down. But we'll get into that more later in the Iceberg. As of recording, Bully is still entirely AI, but that could change on March 27th. Travis Scott shows. In both of Ye's anti-Semitic controversies, he has been able to cast himself back into the public light through Travis Scott shows. In Travis Scott's premiere in Rome for his album Utopia, Ye made a surprise appearance where Scott praised Ye and said there would be no Utopia without Kanye West. In November 2025, Ye made another surprise appearance on the Circus Maximus tour in Tokyo, Japan. He performed some of his greatest hits and took the opportunity afterwards to start the process of apologizing for his mental breakdown earlier that year. Ye artist profile. Ye has been unable to change his Kanye West artist profile to his new name Ye. In the midst of his 2025 mental breakdown, Ye created the Ye artist profile to upload new songs such as World War III and Cousins. World War III is an entirely shock value song, while Cousins is a song about Ye suffering sexual abuse as a child while performing those kinds of acts with his cousin. While Ye wanted to upload HH to the profile, he was unable to, so he settled on uploading the instrumental instead under the name Hit Symphony. He submitted the song to the Grammy Awards. All 3 of these songs would eventually be deleted by Ye off the artist profile, with Alive, Donda 2, and Bully being the only forms of music still up on the Ye artist profile. World Tour. In promotion for Bully, Ye is currently embarking on a world tour that will see him travel to Mexico City, Los Angeles, India, and other places. The tour is currently set up similar to the Korea show, in which Ye plays his greatest hits along with some songs from Bully. Unlike shows from the Vultures era, Ye uses a microphone. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson began dating Ye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian in late 2021. Ye criticized this relationship and even referenced Davidson by name on the song Easy with The Game.
God sent me from that crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. Who?
Ye would begin calling him Skeet and criticize the tattoo that Davidson got of Ye's children. Leaked text messages between Ye and Davidson would show the animosity the two had for one another. After the couple broke up, Ye would post a fake news headline declaring Skeet Davidson dead. Jewish doctor.
The thing about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
War. War is an unreleased collab album between Ye and James Blake. Conceived in 2022, the album is hailed by Ye fans as having some of Ye's best recent work. The album was scrapped after Ye's appearance on InfoWars. Songs from the War era have made their way onto existing Ye albums, with Talking on Vultures 1 and This One Here on Bully. In March 2026, James Blake confirmed to a couple Ye fans at a signing that during the album session, the project was actually not called War, but didn't share the true name. Both Ye and James Blake have publicly stated that they want to release material from the War sessions, but as of recording, the album is still unreleased. Cuck. Cuck is an unreleased Ye album that stemmed from the 2025 mental breakdown. Cuck features a collection of songs Ye made with the intent on expressing his at-the-time beliefs of Nazism, white supremacy, and other controversial topics. Ye later announced that the project would be titled In a Perfect World. The project is scrapped, and Ye is currently working on Bully. Multiple songs from the Cuck sessions have made their way onto Bully, including All the Love and Mission Control. Dave Bluntz. Dave Bluntz is a rapper whose subject matter often consists of offensive lyrics and bars about him being overweight. During Ye's 2025 mental breakdown, he collaborated with Dave Bluntz for multiple songs off of Cuck and on the song Cousins. Ye stated on Twitter that he and Dave Blunt would be the new Dr. Dre and Eminem.
But when Dave sent it back, he said, I gave my cousin hand. I was like, okay, that's what I would say. Because I could have did it. You know, people be like, you know, this song is actually like, Blackbird is actually about this. And this is about, it's like, nah, this nigga Dave, I'm going to just go and say it. This nigga got me feeling like Dre and Eminem right now, bro. This nigga is certain type of mindsets and skill sets. There's a lot of overlaps to the skill set and mindset and fearlessness of early Eminem. Like, we'll just talk about domestic violence, anything, bro.
A lot of the AI songs on Cuck were recorded by Dave Blunt and have a Ye AI filter over the recordings. After the Cuck era, Blunt would distance himself from Ye, stating that he did not want to be used anymore and telling him to find God. He would then release a diss track against Ye, which he never responded to.
Kanye West, he made me diss the Jews. Bitch, I'm speaking out, this shit's my truth.
Yebu. Yebu is an unreleased album that Ye worked on following his 2022 controversy. The album has been described by close collaborators as Ye wanting it to sound like a conversation at Nobu. Most of the unreleased project was likely worked on during Ye's self-imposed isolation to Japan in late 2022 and 2023. Many fan-favorite Ye leaks were meant for this album, including So Soon, Streetlights featuring Freddie Gibbs, and multiple songs from Donda 2. In November of 2023, Yebu was shelved in favor of Vultures. Motivation behind Stronger. In 2022, Ye revealed on the Lex Fridman podcast that he created the 2007 track Stronger to compete with Justin Timberlake and Timbaland's song Sexy Back, as his fiancée had an admiration for Timberlake. Ye would play the song at the club, but described it as muddy and not like Sexy Back, so he had Pharrell do the drums, but it sounded like a different song. Same thing with Swizz Beatz. Finally, Ye went to Timbaland, who fixed the track in 5 minutes and spent the next hour telling Ye how only he could have fixed the song. Cartier. During their beef in early 2025, Ye revealed via Twitter that he and Playboi Carti were working on a collab album titled Cartier. We were working on a project called Cartier. I'm sorry that this won't happen now. From Carti's actual twin. This was the album cover. I teased it the other day. The project was seemingly scrapped, and although the two are on much better terms currently, it is unknown if this album will ever be revisited. Ye and Travis Scott collab album. In early 2026, producer Havoc revealed that Ye and Travis Scott were working on new music together. Music insiders then revealed that Ye and Travis are indeed working on a collab album together, which could release sometime in 2026. Neither Ye or Scott have confirmed the existence of this album. Donda 3. Ye hinted multiple times online in early 2025 that he was considering dropping a Donda 3 album. Very little is known about this project. Ye asked if people would rather have a Vultures 3 or Donda 3. He then cited a poll that saw people favor Donda 3. This would be the last time Ye would mention the project. Retirement. In July 2024, Ye told Rich the Kid that he was retiring from professional music. This seemed to be a marketing stunt by Rich, who was advertising his Ye feature off his album Life's a Gamble. Ye did not retire, as he went on to release Vultures 2 the following month. Yes Jules. Yes Jules is an online personality who was heavily involved in the marketing for Vultures 1. She was the one who went on Instagram Live during the Vultures 1 after party in Las Vegas. However, in March 2024, Ye announced that Yes Jules was no longer a part of Yeezy after violating her NDA. She communicated with Ye fans online about creating a Yeezy app and making a virtual currency to go alongside it. She also leaked text messages between herself and Ye. Yes Jules later went on to state that she was glad she was fired, as the Yeezy team used, quote, unconventional methods. Nitrous. Ye's nitrous consumption goes all the way back to a 2015 dentist trip. In 2022, Ye made a rare public appearance at the BET Awards where he again expressed his love for nitrous. In January 2024, Ye installed custom titanium grills, leading to a new wave of dental visits, hence more nitrous. In 2025, Dr. Thomas Connolly, Ye's dentist, was accused of supplying nitrous oxide to Ye during cosmetic procedures. Going back to August 2024, Yeezy staff member Milo Yiannopoulos filed an affidavit alleging Ye is addicted to nitrous, claiming to have evidence of fraudulent actions by Connolly. In April 2025, Ye's legal team served a notice of intent to sue Thomas Connolly for malpractice. There was also video evidence of Ye using nitrous.
Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous.
During the Vultures 2 rollout, Ye was on heavy amounts of nitrous, which may have affected his mood, memory, and ability to create the meaningful music that he was known for. It is currently believed that Ye is off the nitrous and in a much better headspace. Someday We'll All Be Free. Someday We'll All Be Free is a song Ye released following his appearance on the InfoWars show. It first popped up on the InfoWars website before then being released on social media by Ye himself. The song samples Someday We'll All Be Free by Donny Hathaway.
Someday we'll all be free.
Waking up till I can't do this anymore, text. And the Bible said I can't have any more sex till marriage.
Some people believe the song is actually called Sensory Overload and believe the song was about Bianca. However, the song is actually about Ye's ex-girlfriend, Juliana Nalu. While some believe that the track didn't release because of sample clearance issues, the song was actually revisited during the Vultures era, so it's possible the track was simply scrapped. Yeezy adult videos. In April of 2024, Ye announced in an Instagram post that he would be creating Yeezy adult videos. Ye wanted to create his own adult film studio and distribute that content via Yeezy. After the announcement, Ye faced a lot of backlash from the online community, citing his past criticisms of adult film content and how addicting it can be, along with his spiritual journey in the form of albums such as Jesus is King and Donda. The idea was scrapped. Milo Yiannopoulos. Milo Yiannopoulos is a former far-right political commentator and current Yeezy staff member. Originally a campaign manager for Ye's presidential runs, Milo was hired to Yeezy sometime during or after 2022. Milo originally left Yeezy in 2024 following the creation of Yeezy adult videos, but returned a short while after. Milo seems to be at the head of legal representation for Yeezy and is currently tied to the company as a whole. $20 Yeezy items. In 2025, Ye would make true on a promise he made in 2022. He would begin selling clothes on his Yeezy site for just $20. Although prices have fluctuated since, you can still find clothing items on the site for just $20. Good Don't Die. Good Don't Die is a song from Vultures 1 that was removed from the album due to sample clearance issues. The song samples I Feel Love by Donna Summers, and the Summers estate did not give Ye permission to use the song. All physical media from Vultures 1 does not feature Good Don't Die, and despite the best efforts of Yeezy to re-upload the track, the song remains unreleased.
In the dark of night, these thoughts of mine keep me up all night.
Vultures 2 Digital Deluxe. In August of 2024, Ye and his team released the Vultures 2 Digital Deluxe in an effort to boost sales for Vultures 2. At the time, Vultures 2 was estimated to sell 70,000 units in its first week. It finished with 107,000. Each song on the Deluxe was available for digital purchase. The songs featured Drunk, Take Off Your Dress, Can You Be, and Gun to My Head. 2025 Grammys. Ye appeared at the 2025 Grammys red carpet with his wife Bianca. During the event, Bianca would take off her coat to reveal an extremely revealing outfit, as she was practically naked. False reports would appear that Ye was kicked out of the event, but he simply left on his own accord, as there wasn't a seat assigned for him inside the event. Twix. During the Vultures Las Vegas after party, Ye would make his infamous Twix rant.
Motherfucker made the Twix double the size trying to make us fat. You know what I'm saying? They make the Twix bigger. They trying to make us fat, you know what I mean?
During his streaming arc with Digital Nas, Ye brought it back.
Kim Kardashian, you telling me you ain't think she was corny 10 years ago? Twix.
The Aux Chord. The Vultures event in Miami was the first time Ye performed since his 2022 controversy. However, the show did not run smoothly at all, as a lot of the time spent on stage was Ye asking if anyone on his team had an aux cord, as he wanted to play music on his phone. YouTube rips. For Vultures 2, Ye took 530 and Can You Be straight from YouTube rather than finding them in his own archive. Cash Cow. Cash Cow was the first song Ye worked on post Vultures 2. Ye featured on the song with Skepta, with many criticizing Ye's verse for being entirely AI. Ye's part of the song was eventually scrapped, as Skepta released the track under a new title and different production. Sample clearance issues. Ever since Ye's 2022 controversy, he's had a much harder time getting samples cleared. During the rollout for Vultures 1, Ye previewed the finished version of Carnival just a few days before the album released. The track featured a sample of Iron Man by Black Sabbath. However, frontman Ozzy Osbourne denied access to the sample, so Ye instead sampled his own song Hell of a Life, which interpolates Iron Man. Another example of sample clearance issues is the song on Bully titled Highs and Lows, which originally featured a prominent sample from the 2019 track Soleil Soleil by Palm. Once Palm found out about the sample, she posted on social media stating she did not give consent for the track to be used on Highs and Lows and demanded Ye not to use it. The sample choice was changed, and Highs and Lows will have a new sample once it releases on Bully. Kid Cudi beef. In 2022, Ye attacked Kid Cudi over his friendship with Pete Davidson, who was seeing his ex-wife Kim Kardashian at the time. Cudi responded by calling Ye a dinosaur and stating that it would take a miracle to resolve their problems. During the Vulture sessions, Ye and Cudi reunited and even created new music together. However, after Ye's 2025 mental breakdown, Cudi said his friendship with Ye was over after the comments he made about Virgil Abloh. Streamer Ye. During his 2025 mental breakdown, Ye began to take part in live streams with Digital Nas. These streams would see multiple clips of Ye go viral.
What that mean, nigga?
On more than one occasion, Ye would cut a stream short in a fit of rage for no apparent reason. After the sessions for Donda 2 ended, these streams would stop. Pusha T beef. During Clips' rollout for their album Let God Sort Him Out, Pusha T clarified his relationship with Ye, or lack thereof. Pusha stated that their friendship was over and that he can no longer be friends with someone who he stated as someone he does not respect as a man. Ye expressed on Twitter that he missed his friendship with Pusha, but he was also on his list of people that betrayed him. Pusha went as far as to call Ye out by name on Clips' single Ace Trump. Apple Music Essential Playlist. After his appearance on InfoWars, Apple Music removed the Kanye West Essential Playlist from the Kanye West artist profile. In 2026, the playlist returned after a 3-year absence. The playlist features songs from The College Dropout up to Donda, with no songs post-2021 being featured. Free Larry Hoover Concert. In December of 2021, Ye and Drake put their beef aside to host the Free Larry Hoover Concert. This would be the first time these two industry legends would be on the same stage since 2016. However, Ye and Drake have a long history of conflict, and this truce did not last very long, as in 2022, Drake would explain that the only reason he did the Free Larry Hoover Concert was for Jay Prince.
Linking with the ops, bitch, I did that shit for Jay Prince. Bitch, I did it for the Maltese.
Man Across the Sea. Man Across the Sea was a rumored surprise Ye album that was supposed to release in the summer of 2023. The album was completely fake and did not release. Many confused the Man Across the Sea title with Yebu, which was a real solo album Ye was working on in 2023 before he pivoted to Vultures. Another rumored album titled Yesuke popped up during this time in 2023 as well, but this was also fake. Ye offered Drake Preacher Man. During an interview with DJ Academics, Ye revealed that he sent the Bully intro track Preacher Man to Drake, but he turned it down.
You know, something, I just thought about something. You know, I sent Preacher Man off Bully, the intro, to Drake first.
Really? What happened with it?
It's like, he said something like, oh man, don't mean to like spoil your dreams or some shit. I don't know. He just did his thing and shit. Like maybe, I think before it's all said and done, like, you know, I'll do an album on him.
Chris Paul. In 2022, Ye tweeted out the following, alleging that he caught NBA star Chris Paul with his wife at the time, Kim Kardashian. Paul never directly responded to these allegations, and it seems like he might be the subject of Ye's 2024 song, Keys to My Life.
Look at what I stumbled on. Another nigga chilling on your couch with pajamas on. Thought I was the only one.
Western Crab 1394. A week before Bully's release, Reddit user Western Crab 1394 posted on r/Kanye that he was going to get the Bully cassette early as his dad worked at a music store. Western Crab would give an update saying that his dad got home in a few hours, but he had to drive to buy a cassette player. He wasn't going to leak the entire album because he didn't want to be an asshole, but he would give updates on if anything changed on the album, and most importantly, if the album was still AI. He would then play the cassette player with the Bully cassette that he claimed to have received, playing songs such as All of the Love, This One Here, and even Circles. Whether people were upset that the songs were AI, didn't believe him about the cassette, or were just curious, Western Crab 1394's Reddit history was exposed and people saw his personal interests. But Reddit detectives made the discovery that the cassette's track list is flipped compared to product images, so there was a chance that this cassette was fake. Fake or not, Yeezy LLC copyright struck the content, and Western Crab 1394 deleted his Reddit account. Donda Academy. Donda Academy was a Christian private school founded by Ye. The school is known for its multitude of controversies. Anyone who went to the academy had to sign an NDA and was forced to adhere to the dress code of black Balenciaga uniforms designed by Ye himself. In April 2023, 2 teachers filed a lawsuit against the school alleging their firing was unjustified. In the suit, the teachers alleged that the academy had odd practices, including the banning of chairs, crossword puzzles, and even utensils. Students could not wear jewelry or clothing by Nike or Adidas. There was no school nurse, no janitorial services, and trash cans along with cleaning chemicals were banned. Another lawsuit stated that Ye wanted to shave kids' heads, lock them in cages, and only fed them sushi. Ye allegedly did not allow classes on the second floor due to a fear of stairs. The basketball team was titled the Donda Doves, featuring 2 notable alumni, including the 8th overall pick of the 2024 NBA draft, Rob Dillingham, and the 23rd pick from the same draft, AJ Johnson. In 2024, Donda Academy was listed as closed by the California Department of Education. Giraffe wallpaper. During an appearance on the Lex Fridman podcast, Ye accidentally revealed that his wallpaper at the time was a giraffe from the Roblox game Adopt Me. Diddy support. Following Diddy's very public trial in which he was sentenced to 4 years, Ye took to Twitter to send out his support to Diddy. Ye would then tweet out that he was selling Sean John shirts, which was Diddy's brand, on the Yeezy website. He would clarify his support for Diddy even more by tweeting, "My support of Puff is completely selfish. I need to find whoever been trying to out black moguls." The next day, Ye would tweet out that he would begin selling the So Help Me God hoodie on the Yeezy website, which shares the same symbol that appears on the cover of All Day. However, Ye was not selling this for music reasons, as this was the same hoodie that Cassie was wearing in the video that leaked online of Diddy physically assaulting her. In June 2025, King Combs, Diddy's son, released his album Never Stop, which was executively produced by Ye. Ye is featured on a couple tracks and even spits a verse on the song People Like Me. Following Ye's apology, he has not shown any public support for Puff. Yeezy app. During the Vultures rollout, Ye expressed his desire to create a Yeezy app where he could release music like movies that released in theaters. He wanted the app to be for music, clothing, and news. Yeezy would acquire 2 startup apps developed by fans, and development on the app officially began. Ye expressed that he wanted to exclusively release Vultures 2 on the Yeezy app. This never ended up happening. On May 1st, 2024, the development team presented a finished version of the app to Ye. Despite completing the project, the employees were not compensated for their work, prompting the developers, which included minors, to file a lawsuit. The lawsuit seeks damages for unpaid wages, overtime pay, and emotional distress, as Bianca allegedly sent an employee a file sharing link that contained sexual content. The materials were allegedly accessible to minors working on the app, but Milo has stated on behalf of Bianca that the allegations are false. Following the lawsuit, the Yeezy app was scrapped. Use was a news website launched by Ye in 2023. It featured news coverage of worldwide events from Ye's perspective, usually alongside illustrations that featured religious artistry. The site has been inactive since March 2025. Donda Sports. Donda Sports was a sports marketing agency founded by Ye in 2022, which served to provide support for athletes. Headed by former NFL player Antonio Brown, the agency would focus on representation, clothing, and marketing. The project never took off, with Ye tweeting in 2025 that it was time to start Donda Sports again. However, as of this video, he never did. Virgil. In 2022, Ye previewed the song Louis Bags, which repeats the line, "I stopped buying Louis bags after Virgil passed." Virgil served as the director of Louis Vuitton's menswear from 2018 until his death in 2021. Ye has spoken in the past that he had felt betrayed when Virgil left Yeezy for Louis Vuitton. In 2022, Ye worked on the unreleased track Always with James Blake, which is also known as the title What I Would Have Said at Virgil's Funeral. In 2025, Ye tweeted "Fuck Virgil" and clarified his stance a few months later. This culminated in the track Virgil from Cuck, in which Ye lets out his true feelings about his former friend.
Virgil's in the ground, but he still let me down.
Ye hates My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Many believe that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is Kanye West's best album. However, Ye tweeted in 2025 that he hates the album and that he believes Ye and The Life of Pablo are better. Ye clarified by tweeting, "I made Dark Fantasy out of fear and to prove something. It was like coming back from the Taylor Swift moment. I should have just leaned in more." Anti-Semitic lyrics on Vulture songs. In early versions of songs released on the Vultures album, Ye had anti-Semitic lyrics that were eventually cut from the tracks, likely due to Ty Dolla $ign not wanting to be associated with those beliefs. Carnival originally had a different ending to Ye's verse, with Ye not ending with a breath. Dead from Vultures 2 originally had a freestyle from Ye where he mentions Jewish people.
And I still keep some Jews with me. Management, nah, I only let them do my jewelry.
The Vultures title track also references Ye's 2022 controversy, Bully Horse. The Painter. During Ye's first Bully rollout, Ye posted this series of videos on IG stories. This is a video essay by artist Paul McCarthy. It dismantles the myth of the heroic male artist and mocks the narcissistic, over-commercialized art world. It is unknown if this ties into Bully. Good boy, bad boy. Around the same time, Ye posted a clip of this 1985 acting exercise titled Good Boy, Bad Boy to his Instagram. A description of the video reads, "Two monitors stand on pedestals at eye level. The left monitor shows a young black man, the other an older white woman. The man and the woman initially recite the sentences in a neutral tone. However, their expressions become increasingly emotional as the tempo of their recitation differs slightly. The two often do not speak synchronously, so that statements with contradictory content overlap. A confusing effect is also created by the fact that the emotional expression does not often correspond to the content of what is being said. With Good Boy, Bad Boy, the author succeeds not only in recounting the average life of a person in a few terms, he also shows the confusion and anger of individuals when they realize how simple the script of their lives is." Why Bully is called Bully.
You know, my son was playing with some kid, and then he kicked him. And I asked my son, I said, "Why you do that?" He said, "'Cause he weak." And I was like, this man is really a bully right here.
Maybe. Maybe is a song that was part of the original track list for Vultures 2. The song featured Ty on the hook and mumble vocals from Ye. In one of the many updates that Vultures 2 received, the name Maybe was replaced with Forever, and Ye's vocals were replaced with an AI verse. The only way to listen to Maybe is to find it on YouTube or through other unreleased means. Ye 2024. In November 2022, Ye announced his plans to run for president in 2024. Sometime that month, he met with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago to express his intent on running. Ye asked Trump to be his running mate, which infuriated Trump, and he told Ye that he would not win if he ran. Ye claimed that he would begin selling Adidas hoodies with the Ye 24 branding on them for just $20. A few months after his appearance on The Alex Jones Show, Ye seemingly ceased all Ye 24 activity. In 2023, Ye's lawyer stated that Ye was not a candidate for 2024, and he did not appear on any ballots during the 2024 election, although some fans chose to write him in. Future asked Ye to be on the Like That remix. In 2025, Ye revealed on The Download with Justin LeBoy that Future asked him to be on the Like That remix. Original Yeezus title. Yeah, maybe that title change was for the best. Ali Alexander. Ali Alexander is an American far-right political activist and conspiracy theorist, best known for organizing the Stop the Steal campaign, which was used to promote the conspiracy theory that Joe Biden's 2020 election victory was actually fraud and the election was stolen from President Trump. During late 2022, Ye was surrounding himself with far-right conspiracy theorists such as Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones, and Ali Alexander. Alexander was using his Twitter account to connect with Ye fans and try to use those fans to further his own political agenda, even going as far as to create Twitter group chats under the guise of updating fans on new Ye music. This includes myself, as I was actually in one of these chats because I was so down bad to get new music news from Ye at this time. However, Alexander's account on Twitter was suspended, ending the saga. And that is the end of this part of the Ye Iceberg. I know that was a lot to take in, and again, like I mentioned before, if there are some more materials that I come by in the future, or if there's interest, I would definitely make a part 2 to this. But thank you for taking the time every day to watch this. It is always greatly appreciated. Whether you like, you comment, whatever you do, thank you. If you want to follow me in any of my socials, pretty active on Twitter, would appreciate a follow. Links to those are down in the description. And with all that out of the way, I will see you on the flip side.